It's your girl Candy K. Lynn.
And your boy Shoutown Shaw.
And we are back, Mr. Shaw. Once again, we are talking dress code in a black establishment, in a restaurant. We are talking today. Turkey Leg Hut just dropped a dress code last week on Instagram, and people have mixed reviews. What are your thoughts? Wait, did you go to the Turkey Leg Hut?
Yeah.
I have to remember where you show up to and where you don't show up. I don't know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You come, you go.
Let me tell you, when I seen it, like what are you asking people to wear now? Dressy clothes. I've never been inside the Turkey Leg Hut. When we went to the Turkey Leg Hut, we had reservations. We sat outside. So you telling us we got reservations. You want us to come sit outside in the middle of this Texas heat in fully dressed clothes. Now, I can understand if Turkey Leg Hut was more of it was Peter Piper's Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese. Man, this is a grown establishment, all right? I want everybody to realize one thing. If you bring your kids out into the real world, you are freely exposing them to the real world. You can't ask people to dress how you want them to dress to make you feel good. Now, this is your establishment. You can choose however you want. My thing is, don't be asking people to come here and dress like this is a 5-star establishment. I don't think Turkey Leg is a 5-star. Y'all make good food, but y'all not a 5-star establishment. You have people sitting outside. People pay $200 reservation to sit outside, right? And you got the audacity. So if we would have paid our $200, we had a reservation, and they had to sit outside with a sports jacket on. Sir, I'ma die out here. I'ma die. Be realistic. I haven't been inside. Maybe on the inside you got a dress code, but if everybody who has to sit outside on not the balcony but the porch, that's the porch, shouldn't have no dress code. Stop playing with me. It be hot as hell outside of Houston, Texas, and humid. You ever been in Houston? The sweat be all on your face. It be on you like this. You see how I'm on this microphone? That's how the sweat be on you. That's how the heat be all on your neck. Don't piss me off. Dress code.
Okay, so Catherine says don't bring your kids. It's like bringing your kids to Hooters and telling them they got to cover up. So what I want to do is, Mrs. Shaw made those comments. It is very hot in Houston for anybody who's ever been to Houston, lived in Houston. We did go to the Turkey Leg Hut. We did sit outside. It was hot, and that was in September. But I want to show you guys the dress code, right? Because I have different thoughts than you, Mrs. Shaw. So, let's see if I can get the dress code up here, actually. So here's the dress code. Okay. All body parts must be covered. No exposed undergarments. No house attire. No excessive revealing clothing. No obscene language or baggy clothing. Please know that we are a family-friendly restaurant that serves all ages from children to adults daily. Okay, so it went a little fast. I can put it back up after a while for you guys. Give me a second because I'm like trying to figure out what I need to do to get these things off of here. Okay, so with that being said, if you looked at the policy, I have a few different thoughts, right? So with the policy, one of the main things that stuck with me was what they said was, I've been in Atlanta recently, and I made the same comment. We are not on South Beach. There is no reason for anybody to be in a swimsuit at the Turkey Leg Hut, Mr. Shaw.
Girl, look. Let me tell you.
A swimsuit, Mr. Shaw?
Now, let me tell you, hold on, we got to talk. Because we're going to talk. Because I like to see it, but I'm just being realistic. This generation of women, okay. So the generation of men, they look soft. They don't really want to work, and they got their hand out. Okay, these women, them hoes gonna put on anything. They gonna step, and they don't care. This generation of women don't care if you call them a hoe. Hoe well. That's what they gonna tell you. Bald-headed hoe shit. Hoe well. Josh, I'm not talking about you. You exception. You look around. How many dudes do you know ain't got nothing going on? Can't think a little slow. Think about Josh. I ain't you. But listen, this new generation women, they gonna hoe well. They gonna put on them bathing suits just to go to Chili's. Ain't no
And
water
that's the
there.
reason why there's a
Ain't
dress
no
code
water there.
policy in Dallas and Houston. And my travels, again, and I was in Atlanta, they are now the black cities. Okay? Atlanta, Dallas, Houston are the black cities with the stimulus money, and we want to do what we want to do. Your swimsuit, they made the statement. The Turkey Leg Hut is located in 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. There is no body of water close. You got to go on up the road to Galveston. There is no reason that you're showing up at the restaurant with your swimsuit on and your ass out, okay? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your booty cheeks at dinner, right? At the strip club, go ahead, girl. Do all the bald headed hoe shit that you would like. I'm fine with that in that environment. That is not the environment that you're supposed to be in. It's not the strip club. It is a eating facility. No one should have to tell you to not say inappropriate language. Like, I don't want to see your underboob at the Turkey Leg Hut. Maxi dresses, like, there's summer attire. You also, and I just want us to know, right, as we travel, we try to inform you on the show. When you go into the restaurants out of the country, there are dress code signs up, even on the resorts, that say no swim attire. And you're staying on the beachfront resort. So you cannot come to dinner in your swimsuit, let's say in Jamaica, at dinner. You can't come to dinner that way. And it's the beach. Dinner is dinner. Dinner is reserved for you putting on your maxi dress at that point. Okay? I don't want to see I don't want to see their butts either. I don't want to see men in their skinny shorts. They Speedos. Do you really want to see grown men walking in their Speedos?
Girl, you ain't been paying attention. These new I wish I could stand up. These new generation men, they thighs gonna be out. You can't even see. They wear that short. These new generation men wear that short like they leg bird. Okay,
and that's my point.
They want.
Do you want to see that?
They want the girls to see they cuss for their manhood. They don't care. It is what it is.
But do you want to see that?
Let me tell you something, sister. Let me be honest with you. I don't see nothing. Okay, I got tunnel vision. You know one thing about me. If it ain't bothering me, I don't see it. Right? Teaching kids same thing. These little boys who put on the little shorts, that's what they choose to do. Who am I to say something to them? Like, I ain't their daddy. They daddy let them step out like that. I feel the same way about the women. Somebody gonna say something. It ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me. Now, I will tell you something. Any girl I deal with on a serious level, because we all deal with people. People kill me when we talk and deal with it. Like, I'm a man, you gonna be my girlfriend, you meet my mama, my sisters. If you walking outside in lingerie or swim attire, we're not going nowhere. I'm not going.
Okay, so the question was, is this considered gentrification, right? This is considered a standard of excellence within the black community that we lost somewhere down the line. When you go to the pool, put on your bikini, sis. Show all your ass, okay? As you said, show your cuts, sir. Put on your Speedo. Put on your little shorts at the beach, okay? At the amusement park. I don't need to see your thong. I don't need you in a cover up, not at the restaurant. It's not appropriate for that particular setting. The other question we have is, do you feel like they're mainly targeting women? No, they said do-rags too. I think the Turkey Leg Hut was very specific for everybody because, we know the dope boys come in with their cash money. They need to eat too. So I think the Turkey Leg Hut has identified the inappropriateness that they've seen as a whole, that they don't want that to be the only representation of us. Because the Turkey Leg Hut, these people are getting national commercials, national recognition. Other people want to visit my establishment. Should I make my establishment just a black establishment? Should I only be able to feed us because us wants to turn it in to the strip club and the beach?
We want to turn everything to
and Pornhub.
Black people. Let me talk to you. You don't need to shake your ass everywhere you go. Everywhere is not built for you to shake your ass. Just because they playing music don't mean shake your ass.
But what happened to a nice little two-step in your seat? Like, that's the reason why there's like the old
they're going to two-step and shake their ass on the seat.
And that's what we're trying to teach about a level of appropriateness, right? If you can never, in our own environment, if I can't teach you how to act in our environment, how you gonna act when you go outside of our environment? And I think that's what we're talking about. And that's for all cultures, right? We know from Hispanic cultures, you sometimes gotta bring them back in. You know, this is everybody's culture. And as Catherine said, it's hot girl summer. It's fine to be hot girl summer, but sis, you need to change in the car. Okay? You need to pull up at the turkey leg hut with your full shirt on and in the car put on your half shirt. It's not like people are saying, I saw some of the pictures on social media. No one is saying put on your Sunday's best, as you were saying. This is not the steakhouse. This is not 5-star. But we are asking that you not come in with your bottom out and your under boob. And we don't want grown men walking around with no shirts on. We don't want you in your bonnet. Why? First of all, why does anybody have to tell you not to come out the house in your house shoes and your bonnet? We keep having these same conversations in our community. Monique had just addressed this 3 weeks ago. This is the third conversation we're having about a level of appropriateness within our culture and community.
They don't know what's
within 6 months.
They don't know what's appropriate. Let's just be honest. Most of the people in our culture don't know what's appropriate because their parents didn't. Let's just be realistic. Most of these people, we're 2 generations out of slavery?
3.
Some of them 3, 4. But we 3 generations out of slavery, and everybody before us went and got educated.
No, 4. We're 4. We're the 4th. Yeah.
No, me mama was slave.
Grandma,
so me mama,
her mama, our mama.
Let's take that back. Them first 2 slaves. We the first generation out of slavery. And you got to be realistic. They still had the slave mindset, so it was passed down. That's why me and mama.
But even when we talk slave mindset, right? Black people took scraps and made the best of it, and we learned how to create irons. And church was for stunting, right? Some of this is because we've gone casual at church. We grew up still going to the country. Like we went to East Texas in August.
Won't never go there again.
But I'm saying you were small. But our grandma, she was high stepping on Sunday. She was going to church in her best. And when we went to school, even at home, our grandma taught us how to iron, how to press your clothes out, how to put on. So it was in our culture that we were, if you look at the 30s, the Renaissance era, the Harlem Renaissance, African-American people had a standard that we live by. Okay? I am fine with hot girl summer. I am fine with young girls who got their body together. And I've even seen some big girls. I'd be like, girl, go ahead. You bold. You rocking that. But it looks good on you in certain environments. The mall is not the place for your swimsuit. The restaurant is not the place for your swimsuit. It is not appropriate. We have a great question. Do you think we've made it clear for those born between 98 and 2000? I don't. I think because, and it's not a shot, but the generation before us, that generation is the timeout generation. That 70s generation, I think, was free-spirited. They hated their parents. They wanted to do everything different. Our generation, so that 70s group and then the 80s group is the ones who were parents of these 98, 2000 and forward kids, people my age. And I think a lot of people wanted to change what their parents had taught them. I think some of us hold those morals and values near and dear to our heart. So I know what's appropriate. In these conversations, these restaurants are having these conversations, but guys, let's be real. These are the same conversations that need to be had for jobs now that people are coming out of COVID and they're going back into the workforce. I can't tell you how many people that I've seen on a job with thigh-high boots on. Like, sis, where are you going? With a heel. Tights on. I can see your back. Midriffs. I literally work in a very liberal school district. A teacher had on a midriff with her blue jeans. As liberal as the district is, that wasn't appropriate for work. It wasn't appropriate. I think Dominique's question is, what'd you say?
That wasn't appropriate for work either.
What, my phone? What's my alarm? Anyway, so I just think that we have to put the rules in place to remind people who didn't learn or choose to ignore those facts or wasn't raised with grandma of what's appropriate. Okay? Your swimsuit is not appropriate in the middle of Third Ward, Houston, Texas. Nowhere in Houston, Texas is it appropriate. You are not at the strip club. There are strip clubs. Like, we used to buy separate clothes for work, for church, for the club, for football games. Like, there's different. So those of us who have a lot of clothes, like, those clothes are for something. What I wear to church is not necessarily what I'm going to wear on a date. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Shaw?
I understand what you're saying.
I really don't want to see you in your Nike tennis shoes at church on Sunday. But church has gone casual to receive everybody as they are, so there is no differentiation of it, right? Should there be some things that are a little bit more appropriate for you? Like, we've always bought you button-down shirts, polo shirts. Are you, and now you may, right? Are you pulling up on your first date in your t-shirt and your basketball? Because you
first date
at the house looking like your daddy.
Yeah, because I only mess.
You're like an old person now.
I only mess with women who get bread. So
30-year-old men are like 30-year-old men are like old people. Like, you guys will come out the house with your basketball shorts on, your socks and your slides. Is that how you going on the date?
No socks.
But a level, see what I'm saying? There is
a woman. Everything depending on the woman. Like, if
but are you going on a date like that?
Socks and slides?
Yeah.
You get coffee?
First date. Okay. With no haircut. With no haircut.
Who's going to get Starbucks?
That's your best in person. So, are you wearing that to your second date?
Nah, we going that. Nah, you gonna put on something. You gonna get a nice fade. You gonna put on something, and it's the woman. Like, first of all, I won't deal with no woman who don't have a pool in her apartment. You don't have a pool in your apartment, you can't talk. Sorry there, right? Sorry. If you pay less than $1,200 in rent, we can't talk. Sorry. All right, sorry. All right, so your neighborhood's not that good. You're paying less than $1,200 in rent. Sorry. This is one bedroom.
Even if people do that, do they know what's appropriate, right? Do they know how? And Catherine made a very valid point. I think it's just not being taught anymore. I'm still learning that. Ladies, it's not appropriate. Like, you really shouldn't show up on the first date in your thought gear and then wonder why he trying to knock you down, or he knocked you down and he never called you back. Well, that's you gave him hot girl summer energy. And if you hot girl summer for him, you hot girl summering for everybody else. Like, I just think we have to be accountable for our actions. And we have to, and I think the Turkey Leg Hut is using it as a teachable moment. But I think social media has so much power for people to be able to run with it. And if you're only thinking in your mindset, then you got a problem with the dress code policy. Well, if everybody came dressed appropriate, and I use the example, do you remember in the 90s where they used to have no shirt, no shoes, no service on the door?
Mm-hmm.
We don't see that anymore, right? Because people know no shirt, no shoes, no service. It's something that has to be restated because people don't understand. Some dudes shouldn't show up for the first date like they sneaky link. Those are facts, Dominique. Those are facts. Because Mr. Shaw, he going in his, first of all, any man showing up on the first date with me with his basketball shorts on and his socks, with his Nike or Jordan slides, I'm out.
Did we go get coffee? I'm not getting dressed up for coffee. I don't drink coffee.
You don't have to get dressed up. Just put some shoes on. I didn't ask you to get fancy, but a level of appropriateness. What is appropriate for that time? I try to tell women all the time, if you are going to the basketball game, why do you have on stilettos? Or the football game? It's outside. Just sitting outside, boo. Where are you going? If you pick up a lady that you're taking to see the Cowboys, and she got on a hot girl summer outfit, and you're going to sit in the box, are you still taking her?
No. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm probably not taking a girl to a sporting event anyway, unless she knows what she's talking about.
But
so she got on heels. What you said, heels and what?
She has on heels, and her hot girl summer outfit.
Oh, so hot girl? No, we're not going to the first of all. We're going to the game. Put on a jersey. You can wear some shorts. I don't even have a problem with a little bitty butt cheek hanging out. Not your whole ass, just a little bit, like the coochie cutters, not the coochie cutters, the Daisy Dukes. I'm not having no problem with that. Just no, put on a jersey, some shorts, some white shoes. Let's go. But you can dress up for now. If you're trying to catch one of the players after the game and you with me, do your thing, baby. I ain't no hater.
Yeah, but they can't get to the tunnel. So, like I said, level your boyfriend is.
I don't know what they gonna say to it. I don't know what they gonna say to security guard. Her throat might be at security guard. I got you too. I don't know what she gonna say. I don't know. I'm not slowing up nobody's progress. If baby girl feel like that's what's gonna get her what she need to do that. We live in a monkey see monkey do society. We don't know how to separate entertainment versus that's the problem with people. There's a difference between real life and entertainment. As somebody who's trying to be a comedian, I live my real life every day. Same. Now, what's entertainment? What would be entertainment for me is flashing money. I don't do that. Right? Like
I get what she's saying.
I do.
Keisha Kaur shows up at the
people are confused.
Keisha Kaur shows up. Right. Keisha Kaur shows up with Gucci Mane, and this is everybody sees what's trending. How Kylie Jenner is dressed. How Kim Kardashian is dressed.
I don't know about the Kardashians and the Jenners. I don't know about them. Keisha Kaur can do what she want because her man went to jail and she ran it up. So he don't give what she did because let's be honest. Most women
she doesn't go to a job. She is her job. She's her own CEO.
She is her brand. So
Kim Kardashian is her own CEO.
Yeah, that's why not the Kardashians, but the Kardashians didn't nobody leave her no money. She ran it up. Keisha Kaur.
What I'm saying is,
I got you. They're their own brand.
And we need to we have to teach young women to understand to separate the difference. You're not them. That's not where you are. And I think Bernadette Lewis made a great point in the fact that it is our job. What'd you say?
You just said Bernie. You could just call Bernie. You could say Bernie. You can't say that woman full name.
I don't like people shortening my name. Okay, Mr. Shaw? Excuse me.
I love it. Call me Cliff all day, baby.
But I think it's important for the ones of us who know better. It's important to talk about it and not try to force it down people's throat or make them feel bad about it. I just say to the young women, girl, be hot girl summer. If you fine and you got it, sis, go with little as possible, but go with as little as possible in the right places. And Third Ward, Houston, Texas is not the place for your swimsuit, okay? Yes, it's hot, but it ain't the beach, okay? Swimsuits are for the pool and the beach, okay? That's what it's for. It's not for recreational use in the community. That's not how we're walking around, okay? Your hot pants. Look, I'm gonna throw it all the way back old school. Your hot pants, your Daisy Dukes, your little shorts. Sis, if you fine, wear them. But not to IHOP. Okay? We really don't need to see you in your hot girl summer shorts and your crop top with your underboob at the local IHOP getting breakfast. And oh, by the way, it's not a brunch outfit either. Like brunch is meant for cute jumpsuits and cute summer dresses, maxi dresses. Like there's a vibe for these locations, and that's the reason why it's brunch. That's the reason why it's a day party. That's the reason why you go to the strip club. You need to make sure that you get your closet back together, and Shin and Fashion Nova have that for you. Sir, I don't speak Spanish. Save that for your kid. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show, guys. This is your girl, Candy K. Lynn.
And your boy, Shout Out. That means 1 minute, man. And your boy, Shout Out, Shy K, the fat mom.
Guys, and every Monday here on DFWI Radio, you can listen to us. You can also check us out on any platform that you get your podcast. That's Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music. Until next week,
we out.